Jeff Leininger here from Robot Costumes USA out of Jacksonville, Florida. Several years ago, we have decided to sell our helmets outside of our costumes. And in the past couple of years, we had a ton of emails about the manufacturing techniques that we use here. And so we found a whole bunch of different manufacturing styles on the internet. The most cost-effective, sort of like a cosplay helmet, is the urethane casted helmet. And there's some negative things about the casting that we want to talk to you versus the Robot Costumes USA helmets. The port cast material typically is a smooth-on urethane-based product. And what happens is they produce a plug, produce a mold over this, and they'll pour the material in. And since it's a poured material, it ends up being very heavy. And it's also not really durable. As soon as it cracks or anything like that, it's really hard to repair. As well as enamel-based primers and enamel-based paints that you would buy at Home Depot or Lowe's or something that you would get easy don't really adhere to the product. As you can see here, we've got a lot of cracking and so forth on this helmet. So when we look at Robot Costumes USA's helmets, most of them are made out of fiberglass. Now, you say, well, fiberglass is thick, it's heavy. Well, that's not necessarily true. We have a layup schedule that is very durable, and a process in which we use a vacuum bagging machine to extract all the resin out of the helmet during the curing process. That allows us to still maintain durability and keep it very lightweight. Then some of our helmets are out of ABS plastic. And we use ABS plastic on some of the helmets as a vacuum form front and a vacuum form back, which then again keeps them lightweight and keeps them durable, and also too easy to paint. So let's get right into something like the weight issue. Let's look at this meter here and some of the urethane casted helmets that we've purchased, you know, through random suppliers. If you bring one of these over here, you can bring the big one over here, and you can see this has all been casted by the pour cast, been poured inside. So when you look at the scale here, put that on the scale, it ends up being almost 5 pounds for that particular helmet. And you can take this next one, there's another one, and 3.6 pounds. Okay, now when you, well, that's, you know, that's not a lot. Well, when you're doing cosplay or entertaining or something like that, carrying that heavy of a helmet is quite cumbersome. Now, this is our largest helmet, which is Bumblebee. So it's you know, 1.1 pound there. You look at something like our smaller helmets, not even a pound. So also too, there's manufacturers from Asia. So when you look at manufacturers in Asia and say, well, look, I can buy them on eBay for half the price. Well, surprisingly, you're going to get half the helmet. In Asia, the Asian size is a lot different from the U.S. size. This is a helmet that we purchased that was meant to be for a person, for cosplay. It says it's wearable, but it's not wearable in the U.S. I don't even think an Asian can get in this piece. But this is $350, bought online. Here's the American version, which we sell, which obviously is a lot larger. So beware, you're going to wait 2 months, and then when you finally get the product, you might be disappointed. So we also talk about durability. If you drop this helmet, okay, face mask came off, no damage, goes right back on, no damage to this helmet whatsoever. Now, pour cast helmet, let's take this one, drop it, and, well, you can kind of see that that's what happens. Now, to repair that, it's almost impossible. It's a casted material, so there's no strength base whatsoever. There's no fibers holding this together, and you're pretty much going to be out of luck. So, let's finally talk about paint finish. Again, the urethane-based products is really hard to paint. You're going to have all kinds of different problems with a casted urethane and an enamel or acrylic-based paint trying to go on there. They're not compatible. So when we talk about an automotive paint finish on ours, we have a fiberglass polyurethane-based product with an automotive paint finish going on it. Same exact construction as a Corvette. Fiberglass, automotive paint. And then you end up getting a great result, and our pricing is almost exactly the same pricing as what you get for just a casted part. We provide a full painted version. So look at our stuff online. If you have any other questions, hopefully I've answered all the questions. If not, feel free to email me at Robot Costumes USA. Thank you.